One of the most blessed unions of my life, and I'm speaking for my brother, Christopher Brooks, my sister Julie, my whole family, my parents, my nephews, my sons, is the union of Robert X. Golphin and the Brooks family.
Robert X. Golphin.
We're all here to celebrate Robert Golphin's success, just one chapter in his life.
Robert X. And my nickname for him is X marks the spot.
My brother Christopher was invited by Mayor John Street in Philadelphia.
When I moved there in, what was it, 2002? And I was Director of Minority Affairs for the Philadelphia Film Commission by way of Sharon Pingenson and also Mayor John Street.
The Greater Philadelphia Film Office, which you just heard is regional, not just the city, is very committed to helping young people. I'm very proud of Robert, who came to me quite some time ago with his first project.
I just have to jump in for a second and say that we met Robert when he was still in high school. He was a film office intern.
Honestly, it's the first film commission in the nation that had a minority affairs department.
I think Robert's mother came to the office.
His mother, God bless her, they did an article on me when I got there. And Robert's mom came to the office. She said it was her first time ever coming to the film office and wanted me to meet her son. And she introduced me to so many people at that point. But that's how I met Rob.
What I remember Chris calling one day and say, "Hey man, I met this young brother. He's known as the young Spike Lee."
And cut.
Look out, Spike Lee and Steven Spielberg, there's a new kid on the director's block.
And when we come back, a local youngster is being called the next Spike Lee.
Who he described as, you know, our baby Spike.
I want Clayton to cheek to the camera because all you see is the side of his face.
Because in that time, that's who was killing it.
I said, "What?" I said, "Now how young are we talking?" He gave me the age of a young brother and started giving me the whole thing of how impressed he was of Robert Golphin and his accomplishments.
I can remember I was living in Los Angeles at the time, and I would come back and forth during the summers, and there was a showcase, a premiere at St. Aug.
They say you think too big. Look them square in the eye and say, "But I'm thinking." They say, "But you dream too big." Face them and say, "But I'm dreaming."
And I went, and I just remember meeting this amazing, charismatic young cat, still smooth, and you couldn't tell that we had not just entered into, the Hollywood red carpet arena. And from that moment, I was like, this kid here.
He was my mentee.
Already off the bat, my sister and I were like, "Shh." And Chris said from the first or maybe second, he said, "Man, this is the new little brother, man."
And and he's my little brother.
I said, "Well, right on then."
To this day.
I'm so comfortable with him as family that he's able to pull things from us because he makes our space feel like home. And I've realized that he does that with everyone.
The Brooks have afforded me many opportunities, experiences, and have been the bridge to many new relationships throughout my life, and I'm indebted to them for that.
And I'm going to say this because I'm a dinosaur, so I got to get used to saying Google it. So just Google the name Robert X. Golphin.
We knew the cat when he was with the white hat, the white pants, and the shirt.
And just watching the progression of the talent, whether it be, writing, producing, directing, singing, just as someone who's, a magnificent interviewer that just brings people in, it's exactly what I knew it would be. And I'm just very, very proud.
He's a beast.
Robert X. Golphin is a multi-award-winning actor and filmmaker, journalist, author.
Get your paperback or ebook copy of Cold Night in a Warm Season.
He portrayed the role of Dunbar Reed in the Oprah Winfrey-produced, Golden Globe-nominated film The Great Debaters with Denzel Washington.
The laboring children can look out
And watch the men play!
Other screen work includes HBO's The Wire, The Underground Kings.
Look, I'm gonna be the best husband, best father, and best brother-in-law you could ever want, man.
And the stage musicals The Storm and Bessie Smith, Empress of the Blues. Robert has written, produced, and/or directed dozens of TV pilots, documentaries, and short films, many of which have been official selections and winners at national and international film festivals.
My name is Julie McKnight, and I'm the presenting executive producer of Counterparts. The intimacy and the arguments, it's exactly how it would be if you were sitting in someone's home watching them.
He also directed the feature film Freshman Friday, starring international recording and touring artist Brian McKnight Jr.
Robert X. Golphin walked across the commencement stage at St. Augustine's with a degree in film.
Robert has collaborated with industry heavyweights, rising stars, and newcomers, and is passionate about mentoring and inspiring young artists.
He's a beast.
It wasn't just his accomplishments as an artist, the impression that Rob X put on my brother. It was who he was here. It was his vibe. It was his soul reflection. It was what he was giving as a person. How he talked, what he said, what he thought about as far as socially, as far as artistically, as far as working with other artists, his passion for a movement of coming together for artistry.
We as artists have to continue to support each other.
And he was on the same page we were. Same page. All Rob wanted to do was work with other artists and let's all get this, and that's what drew us. It was an instant family connection. When I say instant family connection, it was like we had grown together. It was like as soon as my nephews and our sons met, it was like they had grown up together. BJ, Brian Jr.
It's funny, man, because anytime I have an idea, anytime that now that I begin to dabble in writing of it all, you're always the first person I think to hit up to be like, man, I need you on this with me.
The little uncle and big brother to my boys, BJ and Nico.
My wife and I, we became, the family. This was our family, and it was almost like a reconnection instead of a connection. It was a reintroduction instead of an introduction.
When you find yourself in the company of the Brooks, I guarantee you'll find it hard to go back home because there's a force field of infectiously positive energy that emits from them, and in turn you're able to send that energy right back to them.
It was like we know each other already. We're sitting down eating together. We're laughing and we're talking together. We're talking about life and dreams and passion and artistry.
And also, it's 360 right now. Rob is here helping us as Brooks Entertainment moving forward.
You got me thinking back. These times were so special to me because Rob and I ended up calling it, we were doing this guerrilla style. It wasn't nothing gonna stop us. We were taping stuff to the lamppost. We were getting a boom mic made out of the end of a mop, but we were getting it done. We were doing the work. Independent style. Why? Because we felt blessed that we were able to at least find one other person, one other artist who was willing to unconditionally dream with me.
This is more than just an artistic collaboration or creative partnership. There's something bigger at play here. There's the spiritual connection. There's an emotional connection. The foundation is love. We genuinely love each other. We genuinely like each other. There's no backstage, behind the scenes drama. We're able to mix the business with the pleasure and succeed while doing so.
So working with Robert X. Golphin?
It's a family affair.
It's a family affair.
They're my family.
For life.
They fiercely love on their own, and they fiercely protect their own. And it was cemented for me long ago that that same level of love and protection is what they gave me, because I am their own, and they in turn are mine.
Thank you, Gail.
Gail Bennett. Let's give it up one more time for Gail Bennett. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Gail Bennett. Gail Bennett. All right.
Thank you very much. I guess everybody knows my name by now.
Recently, I've been privileged enough to watch his creativity, everything that he's done, whether it be the documentary that he's started with my mom and dad, whether it's him working with myself and my band 9th Street Protocol here with live footage and just being there with us. I'm excited to work with him on my brother Javon Pearson's documentary. Each of our projects are so different, and they feel that way, but they've still got that eye that is, Robert X. Golphin and his production.
I'm honored to be in their company and to create with them.
We are honored to work with Robert X. Golphin in whatever he may need us or want us to be a part of.
There's no other word but magic. It's magic.
That's the way it is, and that's what I'm saying. Take it to the bank.
Stay tuned, because there's a whole lot more to come.